Building a new home or just looking to fix up your existing home, don't overlook the driveway, maybe the garage. Having a nice entry into your home can totally change its look and up the value a bit as well. Nice to have David Gordon here along with his wife Sharon from Concrete Repair Specialists. And this is something you guys are seeing in springtime. I guess this is the busy time of the year. You drive in, and I see it all the time. Somebody lives in a beautiful neighborhood. They've got the house for sale, and you drive and there are cracks in the driveway. It looks horrible. But you're saying, fear not, there are things we can do.
Yes, there are. We can make structural assessment and then fix the damage and then cosmetically hide that we're there. That's the key to success.
Absolutely, but you want to make sure, like you said, it's structurally sound. Now, we have some before and after pictures that we're going to show of, I'm assuming they're driveways, but you also deal with garages as well, and I think that freaks a lot of people out whenever they see a crack in the garage. That's not something to get incredibly worried about, is it?
No, it's mainly a cosmetic issue. You want to stop water penetration, debris build up, and just seal it up.
Now this looks like, is that the deck of a pool or what have you? Okay.
It's right by the corner of the pool, and that's your before shot, and that's your after.
Now talk about what you did there. Is it just a matter of filling in cracks and then putting a coat over it?
Basically what you're doing is a synthetic rubber. It's a urethane-based technology that gets injected into the crack. Then you put a waterproofing over the entire surface, and during that process you attempt to hide your repair. And you can see in the pictures that's exactly what we're doing. And
you have a lot of success with that. And I don't know, I'm sure we don't, but I'm just on the spot. The floor that we have in our studio is absolutely phenomenal. And I was telling you beforehand, and we'll take a look at these pictures in just a second, is just absolutely amazing what you have done. And I know that underneath this floor, there were a lot of scratches, there were a lot of little dents and dings, and now when people come into the studio, they say, "Oh, I love your new studio. The floor is amazing." And that's pretty much a quote with everyone who comes in. And tell us about what you've done to the floor here at Channel 3.
Basically, you have a grind prep to get those scratching and everything out of the old surface and open it up for a bond profile. Then what we did is a black primer, and over that you apply this epoxy system that has metallic aggregate in it. And as you manipulate this product, you can achieve the swirling effects, the wave patterns that we wanted to achieve for your studio.
And I know one thing that you wanted to make sure that we had was something that was durable so that cameras could roll on it.
Exactly.
A lot of high traffic areas.
Exactly.
So we take this technology and we transfer it over into the individual's home. And some other pictures, we'll go ahead and put up a couple of other pictures. Are you dealing primarily with driveways? Is it garages? Is it pools? What's the bread and butter?
Concrete.
Anything
made out of concrete needs love and attention, just like any other building product. If you can stop water penetration, you've achieved half your objective.
What's the biggest problem that you see messing up driveways, pool decks? Is it the cold weather? Is it the heavy rain? What is it?
It's freeze-thaw cycles, and when the water's saturated into the surface and a freeze occurs, that water expands as it freezes and it damages the concrete very slowly, very incrementally. But once you have a waterproofing, it rolls off the way it's engineered to, and you don't have that penetration. Thus, you don't have the freeze-thaw damage.
And do most people already have some type of water sealant over their driveway, or does nobody have it?
Most people do not have a waterproofing on their surface. The American Concrete Institute recommends all exterior concrete be waterproofed, and I'd say 99.9% of people don't. If you're not sure, pitch a cup of water on it. If it absorbs, you don't have a sealer and you're vulnerable. If it beads up and rolls away, well then you know you're protected.
Talk about the length of life that a driveway would experience. I'm assuming that extends the life of it quite a bit.
Yes. Once you get a waterproofing on there, it virtually stops all damage. So your driveway then becomes a permanent feature that you just have to periodically reseal.
Let's move inside to the garage. I've seen cracks in garages before, and I'm assuming it's basically the same process, but are there things that people are doing now with designs, or is it pretty much the standard blue or gray on the floor and just fix it up?
Oh, there's 1,000 different varieties. You can do silver gray in this type of metallic. You can do just the flat finishes. You can do the flake systems. Epoxies are for people who want to minimize their maintenance, maximize their curb appeal and visual appearance, but it's also kind of a man cave. so you can have whatever you want.
Okay, with that said, let's bring Sharon in, man cave.
Exactly.
Now, talk about the aesthetics of some of the options that are out there for people who may not be able to think outside the box and need a little bit of help thinking, okay, this is something I could do with this.
Yeah, well, we try to be, work with the customer, find out what they're like, and make it look good with their homes. So it's a little bit of design in there. The products we use are two for one. So you have a protection, it protects your concrete, but it's also design. It has a color element to it.
So even when we're talking concrete, as far as your home goes, we can make that personal to fit your style home, your style personality, and make it something you'll like instead of something you just drive on or walk on, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
I love it.
Very
good.
dramatic. It can really improve the look of your home.
Would this be a good driveway, the floor that we have here? This would look awesome on a driveway.
It would. It
Have
would
that
look
marbly
awesome.
look, it'd be cool.
You might fall going to get the mail, but
Well, you
it would
would.
look
You would.
good
That's
while
true.
you were
That's
going
true.
down.
David, thank you very much.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you. Concrete Repair Specialist is the name of the company, and I'm telling you, at the very least, call them to get that water sealing done right now. You want to get that done, and it will lengthen the life of that driveway. And if you have any cracks, keep them from getting worse, these are the guys you need to call. Concrete Repair Specialist. They're on Main Street, 593-7413. Concrete Repair Specialist.com. Guys, thank you again. We're back. More 3 Plus You right after this.